Okay, the number of our attendees, you will also be able to follow on the right, the participants. They are going, now they are 20. I'll wait a minute. In the meantime, when they attend, I will make a welcome speech when we have reached a certain number. Tüm Türkiye'den katılan, e-fuarımıza katılan misafirlerimize hoş geldin diyoruz. Biraz bekliyoruz. Yavaş yavaş sayılarımız yükseliyor. Epey yüklü bir miktarda katılımcı talebi aldık. Dolayısıyla belli bir rakama ulaşana kadar şu anda yavaş yavaş artıyor katılımcılarımız. Hepinize hoş geldin diyoruz. Evet. Dear panelists, can you also follow the number of attendees on the right column on the participant section? Okay, good. Okay, I'll make an introduction speech in Turkish. Herkese tekrar hoş geldiniz. Ben Ayhan Caner. AC konukseverlik ve eğitim danışmanlık firmasının sahibiyim. Yarı zamanlı Türkiye ve İsviçre'de yaşıyorum. İsviçre'de okuduğum için ve son 30 yıldır da sürekli gidip gelip hem eğitim anlamında hem ticaret anlamında ilişkide bulunduğum bir ülke olduğu için İsviçre'deki bütün ileri gelen, önde gelen üniversite ve boarding school diye tabir ettiğimiz yatılı liselerin temsilcilikleri aynı zamanda görevini yürütüyorum. Dolayısıyla Türkiye'den İsviçre'ye sadece öğrenci yerleştirmesinde danışmanlık hizmeti veriyorum. Bu organizasyonda İSEBÖRD'le, Türkiye'de faaliyette olan İSEBÖRD'le bir ortak elektronik fuar, e-fair organizasyonuna imza atmak istedik. Dolayısıyla gelen güzel ilgiden çok memnunuz. Sizlere küçük İsviçre hakkında bir bilgilendirme yapacağım. İsviçre'de okumak için gerekli gördüğüm bazı temel ve stratejik nedenler var. Bunların başında ülkenin siyasi anlamda, ekonomik anlamda istikrarlı olması, engin kaynaklarını kullanan inovasyon dediğimiz yenilikçilik ve derin araştırma bunlardan sadece birkaç neden olarak gösterilebilir. İsviçre devlet üniversiteleri cömertçe finanse edilen kamu kurumları, eğitim sistemlerini Bologna Agreement dediğimiz Bologna Anlaşması'na göre sunan bir sisteme sahipler. İsviçre tabii genel olarak baktığımız zaman dostlukta, sevgide, aile içinde ve kurumlarda güven vazgeçilmez bir unsur hepimizin bildiği gibi. Güven aynı zamanda ekonomide, ticarette ve siyaset alanlarında da çok önemli bir rol oynuyor. Güven yokluğunda tabii ne oluyor? Bu kurumların hepsinin düzeni aksamaya başlıyor. Ben İsviçre'de yüksek tahsilini yapmış biri olarak güven unsurunun ne demek olduğu hakkında önce okuduğum okulda, sonra çalıştığım yerlerde çok şey öğrendim. İsviçre'de yatılı olsun olmasın her eğitim kurumuna kesinlikle güvenebileceğinizi burada söylerim. Bir diğer unsur güvenlik. İsviçre bu sene dünyanın yine en güvenli ülkesi seçildi. İnsanların günlük yaşamlarında işlerine konsantre olabilecekleri, tamamen odaklanabilecekleri, ülkenin neresinde olursanız olun tabiat ile her zaman iç içe bir ortamın öğrenmeye olumlu etkilerini sanırım bahsetmeme gerek yok. Network diye tabir ettiğimiz iletişimden ziyade dost edinme ve farklı ülkelerden insanlarla bir ağ geliştirme her yerde bulamayacağımız en değerli unsurlardan biri. İsviçre dünyanın her yerinden, her memleketinden gelen farklı uluslardan öğrencilerle birlikte okuma imkanını sağlayan yegane ülkelerden biri. Bunu diğer ülkelerde yok demiyorum ama İsviçre'deki kültür miksi, farklı ulusların miksi adet olarak, rakamsal olarak çok daha fazla. Bu kültür alışverişini yapabilmek de bu kadar zenginlikte diğer ülkelerde olmuyor. İsviçre'deki okullar bu anlamda millet zenginliği açısından belli oranlarda her kıtadan ve farklı ülkelerden öğrenci seçmeye de gayret ediyorlar. Şimdi biraz sonra sunumunu yapacak olan okullarda da bu yüzdeye dikkat ediliyor. Hani özellikle bazı ülkelerden çok öğrenci alıp diğerlerinden almama birazcık taraf tutmak gibi oluyor. Dolayısıyla bu tarafsızlığını koruyan bir ülke olarak da stratejik anlamda buna çok dikkat ediyorlar. İsviçre evet çikolata, saat, peynir, bankacılık ile en çok önde gelen, tanınan şeyleri ve markalarıyla. Ama dünyanın aynı zamanda bir inovasyon merkezi. İsviçre liselerinden ülkenin resmi lisanlarından 4 lisanı var. Almanca, Fransızca, İtalyanca ve Rumanç dediğimiz. Bu resmi lisanlardan biriyle mezun olduğunuzda devlet üniversitelerine kabulünüz halinde yıllık çok cüzi bir rakama yüksek öğreniminize devam edebiliyorsunuz. Lisede eğitimde yapılan dolayısıyla bu yatırım üniversitede meyvelerini şimdiden vermeye başlıyor. Ben sözü yavaş yavaş alfabetik sırada okullara vermeye başlayacağım. Bu arada da sunumlar olduğu esnada da chat bölümünden sorularınızı yöneltebilirsiniz. Vaktimizin kaldığı sürece sizlerin sorularınıza, genel anlamda soracağınız sorulara yanıt verilecek. Özel olarak soracağınız sorular da olacağını bildiğimiz için lütfen her okul prezentasyonu yaparken onlardan önümüzdeki hafta 26-30 Ekim aralığında randevu alın. Birebir görüşme için bu randevularda normal şartlarda 40-45 dakika size özel süre ayıracaklar. Bu önemli fırsatı aslında önümüzdeki hafta değerlendirmekten lütfen imtina etmeyin. Okay, so I made my welcome speech to all attendees, and starting with Brillantmont. Sarah, this is you may start your presentation.
Okay, hello everybody. Can you all hear me? Yes. My name is Frei, and I'm from Brillantmont International School in Lausanne, so in the French-speaking part. Now I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to show you some pictures of our school and talk about our school. It's great to be with you this afternoon. It would be better to be here in person with you, but that's life. So can you see my screen? Yes, okay.
Yes.
Thank you. So as I said, let me just put it from the beginning. So here we are in Lausanne, in the French-speaking part of Switzerland. And this is our school here. So we are a very old established school, established in 1882 and owned by the same family. And we have a beautiful small campus here. And we have about 80 students, 80 boarding students, and about 20 day students. So here we are in Lausanne, in the French-speaking part, on Lake Geneva, and you can see the picture behind me. That is the view from the school, so it's a pretty amazing place to live. As I said, we are a old family school run and owned by my husband's family. Actually, his great-grandparents founded the school, and we're very much about being a very small family community. We want everybody at Brillantmont to feel like they're part of the family. And thinking about all the different schools today and thinking about how to help you understand the differences, one difference for Brillantmont is that we're in the city. So we're in the city of Lausanne, about 5 minutes walk to the city centre. And that gives us amazing opportunities for learning, but also for leisure, for sports, for culture. And our students can really enjoy being in the city. So during the school year, we welcome students from grade 8 to 12 and also to do a post-high school program of 13th grade. So grade 8 to 12 means age 13 to 18. Thinking again, what makes us different to the other schools, we are a school which offers a British program of studies. So we don't do the IB, we offer the international A-levels with Cambridge Board, and we do the American High School program too. So our students choose either American High School or British A-levels. Being very small means very small classes, so an average class size of 9. And in 8th and 9th grade, the students have a fixed program with lots of subjects because they can discover what they like. But as they move through the school, they can choose, and they can choose to make their program flexible to their interests. The great thing about the A-levels is you can get rid of the subjects that you don't enjoy and focus on the subjects that you do enjoy. So if you're doing, if you're doing subjects that you're enjoying, then you're going to be more motivated and you're going to achieve more. Afterwards, our students go on to university. They all go to university. Many go to England, to British universities, to top universities, and also a range of different places. And quite a lot stay in Switzerland. Switzerland is a very popular choice for students because they want to go either to the public university, which they can because of the British A-levels, or to hotel schools. A few students might want to go to the States, but most of our students these days tend to stay in Europe. So I'm going quite quickly because I know we have a lot to talk about and there's a lot of people, and I want to share something else with you afterwards. So I'm racing through it a little bit. Like all the other schools as well, we have a very comprehensive sports program. We have a fantastic sports hall in the school. So we have this big underground gymnasium, but we also use the facilities locally in Lausanne, which is the Olympic capital. So it has an amazing offer of sports activities and things like marathons, Christmas races, all sorts of things happening here. And the development after school is also about clubs and trying out new activities. So we have many different activities, from things like young enterprise, where students create a business, to things like service learning, where we help to build a house for families in difficulty, or creative things like cooking, photography, art, yoga. So there's really something for everybody in the school. And I keep talking about the size of the school, but because we're small, we can really get to know the students and get to know what they like and the things that they would enjoy doing. And we can make sure we personalize not just the academic program, but also the leisure program to them. This week we're on holidays. Obviously we're not out of Switzerland because of the COVID situation. Our students are here. They've been on campus and now they've gone to a chalet in the mountains for 3 days, where it's only us and they're doing some hiking and cycling and getting some fresh air. But in normal times, we go out of Switzerland and we go to neighboring France, to Paris, to Milan, maybe to Munich for a weekend. There's a lot of diversity in Switzerland, but it's also nice to offer the access to European cultures as well. We have fabulous rooms. Our rooms are very, very big, and many of them overlook the lake and the Alps. Some of them have private bathrooms, and a student will share with somebody of a different nationality, unless they're in their final year, and we have some single rooms available. So being a boarding school means creating a community which is very close, which is supported, where every student feels safe and happy. The medical support is also absolutely paramount, and never more so than this school year. And we obviously have all this infrastructure in place to keep the children safe and healthy, and so that they have somebody to listen to them. We also have a summer course in July and August for 10 to 17-year-olds, so that's a little bit younger. And they come for 2 to 6 weeks to learn English or French in the mornings. And then in the afternoons, they do either multi-sports or they have a choice to study some optional activities. So if they don't particularly like sports so much, they can replace that with creative arts. They could do extra French classes, or they could do intensive tennis, which is a sport, I know, but it's offering that variety for them. At the weekends, they have activities and excursions locally. And the summer course is a really fantastic experience for those students who maybe want to try a boarding school experience. It gives them a chance to make friends from all over the world, to live together in a community, and to discover what it would be like to go to a boarding school. And some of our students who come to the summer course do come back for the school year. So if I resume, what makes us different is our small size, the strong sense of family, the personalisation of the academic programme, our city centre location, our British A-level programme, the fact that we're family owned and run, and the fact that we've got 140 years of experience. So, and we're still learning, obviously. At a school, you never can sit back and say, that's it, we're always trying to improve. I'd just like to very quickly also just share, I think I have maybe 1 minute left. Is that okay, Aham? Yes? Yeah. So I'm just going to very quickly share this video. Hang on. Yes, here we are. Can you see the video? Okay, sorry.
No, I think you have disconnected the screen share.
Hang on. I'll put the screen share back on.
Okay.
2 seconds, please bear with me. This is what happens when you have lots of windows open.
No problem.
Okay, right. Partager. And where is he gone? Right, stop. Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Yes, okay, thank you.
But it's mute. The sound is a bit very low, actually. I can't hear that. Is that a Turkish student speaking?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
it would seem that sharing the video is quite difficult because of the sound. So what I can do is I can make it available to everybody who's participated. I can share it in a link to you because it's probably better. And I don't want to go over my time because I think I may be gone over by a minute. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much for your presentation, Sarah. I will recap in Turkish a little bit, just to recap in Turkish in 2 minutes. Umarım Sarah Frei'in Brillantmont okul sunumunu beğenmişsinizdir. Onun en sonunda sunmaya çalıştığı videoda orada okuyan bir Türk öğrencinin okul hakkında yaptığı yorumlar vardı. Ama bunu bizimle kontağa geçerseniz o videonun linkini de sizlere paylaşırız. Brillantmont eski bir okul, köklü bir okul. Lozan bölümünde, yani İsviçre'de 26 kanton var. Bu kantonlardan Valais kantonu dediğimiz Fransız kantonunda Leman gölüne bakan bir bölgede. Lokasyon itibariyle de çok güzel bir yerde olan bir okul. 140 senelik bir okul. Sara Hanım'ın bahsettiği gibi okul nüfus olarak çok böyle 300-500 kişilerde değil, 100-150 kişilerde oynayan bir kapasiteye sahip. Dünyanın 30 çeşit ülkesinden öğrenci kabul ediyor. Daha butik bir okul. Program olarak da A-Level dediğimiz daha çok İngiltere'ye buradan üniversite, yani liseyi bitirdikten sonra İngiltere'ye devamı sağlanan bir tedrisat durumu söz konusu. Buradan mezun olan öğrencilerin ağırlıklı olarak İngiltere'deki üniversitelere devam ettiğinden bahsetti kendisi. Aynı zamanda spor aktiviteleriyle ilgili olsun, bütün extracurricular dediğimiz birçok aktiviteyle beraberinde zaten okul bu imkanları sunuyor. Okulun tabii ki konaklamasında tek kişilik ve çift kişilik odalar da var. Yani bir otel mantığında artık kurgulanıyor bütün yatılı okullar, bildiğiniz gibi. Dolayısıyla bütün ihtiyaçların karşılandığı, özel yemeğinden kütüphanelerine kadar her şeyin COVID-19 şartlarına göre güncellendiği, bir diğer okullarda da aynıları mutlaka yapılıyor zaten. Ve çok sıkı denetimler, kontroller yapılıyor korona pandemi durumundan dolayı. Öğrenciler tabii ki bu anlamda disiplinli bir ortamda biraz daha kontrol altındalar, ama herkes zaten kendi kişisel bakımını ve sosyal mesafelerini koruyarak topluma yönelik olarak da sorumluluğunu hissederek bu zamanı geçiriyorlar okullarda. Bir sonraki sunumumuz Champittet. Bu arada Brillantmont ile ilgili randevu almak isteyenler olursa lütfen buradan irtibata geçsinler. Bizimle hemen chat bölümünde yazabilirler. Biz kendilerine onların ne zaman müsait olduklarına dair sizlere randevu vereceğiz. Bunu bütün sunum boyunca da yapabilirsiniz diğer okullarla da. Şimdi sözü Champittet'e vereceğim. Bayan Asija Watson. Miss Watson, Asija.
Hi everyone, my name is Asija. Very nice to meet you all. I'm presenting Collège Champittet and talking about our school. We're the Swiss school open to the world, and we have over 117 years of teaching experience. We have been established in 1903. We welcome day and boarding students, and we have 600 students in total on campus, with 300 students being in our secondary school. Our boarding school is family-like size, and we offer boarding up to 80 students, age 11 to 18, which creates a very nice family atmosphere, and we also get to know our students. As we are a Swiss school but open to the world, we try to combine the Swiss traditions together with internationalism. So we have over 50 nationalities, but we still have a very strong Swiss community at our school. We are also located in Lausanne, just 500 meters from Lake Geneva. So you can see when it's warm, our students are having an amazing time on the lake. When it's winter, they're going snowboarding, skiing, and they have a great time in the mountains, as we are just 50 minutes from the ski resort. Just for you to have an idea of how our campus is. So it's all one big territory, very green, in a very secured area. It's all gated, and all the buildings and facilities are in one place. So we have our tennis court, football pitch, basketball pitch, running fields, and it's a very nice place. And if you cannot visit Switzerland at the moment, we actually offer a virtual tour on our website. So please come and explore our campus. I would like to talk a little bit more about academic programs. So we offer free diploma programs. One of our top programs is International Baccalaureate, which is taught in English. If students need some support in English, we have it available. And students learn the second language, which is very popular at our school, as French, as we're in a French-speaking canton. But students also can continue with learning their native language, Turkish, if they wish. We also have a French baccalaureate and a Swiss maturité. Those two programs are taught in French. And you can see what are the popular programs and what our boarding students choose. So the most popular program for boarders is IB, but some students choose still to study in French if they wish. We actually also offer a very unique program for students to come and start learning French from the beginning if they wish. So it doesn't require any prior knowledge before joining us. It's a very small class size, and they really focus on just mastering their French. And in 1 year, they managed to achieve B1 or B2 level. And it's a very express and interesting program if this is something your kids or you are interested in. So even with COVID, we are very happy that we achieved 100% results for all three diploma programs. And our average points for IB are 35, where worldwide it's 29. With all these great results, our students join best universities in the world, and we are very proud of them. Switzerland is a top choice, and in Lausanne itself, there are very famous universities you can see on the slide right now. But of course, the UK is a top destination. Some students go to the US or Canada or Italy or other countries. We are proud to be part of North Anglia group of schools, and we have amazing collaborations with Juilliard, MIT, UNICEF, which make education at Champittet truly unique. I would like to talk a little bit more about our boarding. So now you can see an example of our boarding rooms. They're all very big. We have beautiful views of Lake Geneva and the mountains. Our students live 2 students in a room, and we mix nationalities to let them learn about each other by sharing the room. Boys and girls, they live on different floors, and we also have our tutors who live with them as well, so that they can constantly supervise them and support them. On each floor, we have a living space, like at home, to create a nice atmosphere for them to socialize together and spend time together. I would like to tell you a little bit more about a typical day at our boarding. So students have classes from 8 o'clock till 3:30 or 4:30, depending on the age. On Wednesday, they finish a little bit later so that they can a little bit rest and be ready for Thursday and Friday. For us, the homework time is very important. So we have 2 hours a day where our tutors do homework together with students in a small size group, around 8 to 10 students, and help them to answer any questions they have to make sure students constantly progress. We also have a lot of interesting clubs for sports, music, art, drama, to make sure students are also learning and develop new skills and talents. During the weekend, we also offer a very unique program. As our boarding is relatively small, we always listen to what our students are interested in, and we organize a lot of trips to the lake mountains, around Switzerland, to visit different locations, but also international trips. Here you can see a little calendar of what is happening at Champittet during the year. So we organize international trips. We have a very strong foundation program. So students go to Madagascar. They also go to Thailand, to Tanzania. We want them to be responsible people. On top of that, they participate in marathons, STEAM fair with MIT, and a lot of interesting activities are happening during the year. I know that COVID is a very sensitive topic these days, but we're very proud that our e-learning worked really well. A lot of our boarding students stayed with us for the whole time if they wanted, but those who returned home shared some beautiful photos you can see on the screen right now, how e-learning was for them. And actually, here is a short video for you to see an example how the teacher continued with the class while all the students were connected through the screen. So we're fully prepared, and we hope the COVID will finish soon. But last but not least is our summer leadership camp, which happens every year from the end of June till the middle of August. The main language of teaching is English, and we offer support with improving the language if this is something that's interesting for you, but it's a focus for leadership skills. So we teach our students how to become better leaders, how to work together as a team, how to improve your communication skills, but they all do it outdoors through fun activities like rafting or canyoning or rock climbing. We organize a very interesting glacier expedition. So it's for them to enjoy their summer, but also to learn very important and useful skills. This is it from me. I try to be very quick and very factual, but if you have any questions, please book with me a personal meeting so we can discuss in details more related questions to you. Thank you. Sorry, just one second.
Finished?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Asija. Kolej Champittet'in sunumunu Asija Watson'dan izledik. Gayet güzel bir sunum yaptı kendisi de diğer okul gibi. Champittet biraz daha büyük bir okul. Kapasite olarak biraz daha 300'den 600 öğrenciye kadar rakam olarak biraz daha fazla öğrenci barındırabiliyorlar. Bu öğrencilerin %40'ı İsviçre kökenli. Dolayısıyla hem yabancı öğrencileri hem de lokal olarak yerli öğrencilerle de okuma imkanı olabilen bir okul. Ki bu da büyük bir avantaj, çünkü sadece yabancıların olduğu bir okul değil de aynı zamanda yerli öğrencilerle de beraber okunabildiğinde aslında biraz daha İsviçre havasını koklamış oluyorsunuz. Dediği gibi birçok summer camp'ler bahsetti Asija. Yaz okulları Brillantmont'da da vardı, şeyde de var, Champittet'te de var. Yaz okulları açısından İsviçre aslında çok tercih edilen bir adres. Belli yaş gruplarında biliyorsunuz bu yazın Temmuz ve Ağustos aylarında çok popüler. Temmuz ortasından Ağustos ortasına kadar olan süre İsviçre'de onların yaz tatili. Türkiye'de mesela bizde 3 aydır ya yaz tatili. Haziran ortasına kapanır, Eylül ortasına açılır okullar. İsviçre'de bunun daha kısa, tatil aralıkları daha fazla. Daha doğrusu tatil sayısı daha fazla. Ama yaz tatilleri onların 6 hafta boşlukları var. Bu 6 hafta boşluğun içerisinde 2'şer haftalık yaz programları, yaz kampları yapıyorlar. Ve çok popüler. IB programından bahsetti Asija. Champittet'in Brillantmont'da A-Level veriliyordu. Burada IB programı veriliyor. IB programı International Baccalaureate'la da tabii bunların burada liselerden mezun olan öğrencilerin daha farklı memleketlerde de daha geniş bir yelpazede üniversitelere kabulü mümkün. Tanınan bir okul, 110 senelik, o da geçmişi köklü olan bir kurum. Dolayısıyla Champittet ile de randevu almak isteyenleriniz için az sonra teknik ekibimiz size bir link paylaşacak. Kendisiyle birebir görüşme yapmak için önümüzdeki hafta 26-30 Ekim tarihleri arasında Asija Watson'la lütfen buradaki linke tıklayarak kaydınızı yaptırın. Şimdi bir sonraki sunumumuza geçiyoruz. Collège de Leman, David Mulone yapacak sunumu. David, the word is yours.
Hi everyone, good evening. My name is David Milan. I'm at Collège du Leman here in Geneva. To start with, basically we had a small problem with my presentation, so I will do things differently. I'll try not to talk too much, even though I tend to do, so 7 minutes will be just fine. Maybe a little bit of background of the school. Collège du Leman was founded 60 years ago in Geneva. We are both a day and a boarding school, currently having approximately 1,700 students, and that includes 200 boarding students. We are located about 15 to 20 minutes from downtown Geneva, same with International Airport of Geneva. And as I've mentioned earlier, this large student crowd represents approximately slightly less than 120 nationalities. So that makes us one of the most diverse campuses in the world. And on top of that, our teaching staff come from 35 different countries. We do not only provide a mix of what the diversity of where our people are coming from, but also of who they are in terms of economic background. As mentioned, we have boarding students, so they come here, live with us for the academic year. They come from all continents, so these are one of the 5 communities that we have within our family. Then we do have, Geneva is obviously home of all international organizations, United Nations, every country in the world has diplomatic missions here. So lots of our students are actually having that background. And Geneva is also home of several large multinational companies having major operations here. So also people coming from all around the world, having executive positions here for Japan Tobacco or Procter & Gamble, Caterpillar, Richemont, all those large companies having major operations here so as well. That's also a powerful background. And last but not least, obviously Swiss and French local families that want to have to offer this unique environment to their children. And we are about 400 people working here at CDL, so that makes quite a lot of our kids are actually also attending CDL. So that's a little bit about the background of the school. In terms of the diplomas we offer 5 different diplomas, so it's quite a large choice as well in terms of academic programs. We offer the high school diploma with advanced placement options, APs. We offer the International Baccalaureate, the diploma program, the International Baccalaureate career-related program, and the Swiss Maturité and the French Baccalaureate as well. We achieve strong and consistently strong academic achievement. This year we had about 99% graduating diploma pass rate, so that was this summer. And after CDL, our students go to university, obviously. They go all around the world, even though we have a majority of our students going to the UK. That's about a third of them, about 20–25% are staying here in Switzerland in one of the universities here or higher school of hospitality management or whatever. And about 15–20% are going to North America, and the rest they go in Italy, in Japan, back to Turkey, absolutely everywhere in the world. And this is also thanks to the guidance and advice from our dedicated university advisory team and counselors. We also offer obviously some summer camps in July and August. Currently, we actually do already have camps at the moment here, where you have the Juventus camp. So the Juventus Football Club Academy is actually, coaches are actually here training the kids that signed up for that. And we also offer winter camps. That's a little bit about the speech about who we are and what we do, which I agree with you was fairly boring. So I'm going to share my screen just to show you, because images are more relevant in terms of how things are happening here at CDL. You can see that screen. I'm going to share that video with you. It's just 30 seconds, it's not that long. It's going to be shorter than my speech. Just hold with me. All right, that looks like there is a bit of a bump again. So it wasn't only my presentation, was also my video. So I have to anyways, so no big deal. So you have a little bit of a view of at least the campus, the atmosphere. You can see that it's really a village campus, and I will show you that a little bit more on that one that I hope works better. So it's really organized like a village. It's very green, it's close to the lake. Just to illustrate a little bit about what I was saying, so here we have the lake is just slightly, really, I mean, it's 10 minutes, not walk, not even. Here you have the city of Geneva, and just there you have the airport. That's the school. That's a little bit, we're very unique in that respect, that we are like a village. We call it the campus village. Every section of the school has its own neighborhood, so that makes that a very unique kind of feeling of a village. Now I talked about who we are, what we do, but also how we do, and especially boarding. I think that's very that's absolutely essential. As I mentioned earlier, we have about 200 boarding students that live either in campus or at the very close vicinity. So we have several houses on campus. So we are back here. Sorry, I'll just show the rest, and then I'll get back. Since it's working, I will just take the advantage it works now.
Okay.
Okay, so that's done. And so as I said, so we have several houses on campus, about 14 houses. So they're all different. So it's very difficult to actually explain how one house is. One thing that they have in common is just like the philosophy or the concept of boarding. So rooms are shared usually by 2, sometimes by 3, depending on the size of the room and depending on the shape of the house as well. That's very much because we want our students to embrace the internationalism we're able to offer. So that's one of the countless benefits to board at CDL, and that's the opportunity that we are offering to our students, that parents are offering to their children, and so we want that they actually embrace this way of being global and being culturally aware. I mentioned the number of nationalities, where the people are coming from, the different socioeconomic background that our students have. So we want our students to embrace that. So we will be assigning the students with the best possible match in terms of roommates, so those having similar interests to share, mutual experiences, and that they get the best out of their experience.
Thank you.
Obviously,
can we wrap up, David? Time is almost up.
Two things. Houses are segregated, of course, so 14 houses segregated also by age group, so you don't have the young boys with the big boys, and of course more than 100 extracurricular activities that are taken after school or over the weekends. That goes from sports, clubs, arts, cooking classes, photography classes, whatever you want. That was a short introduction, a little bit bumpy. If you want to know more, and I encourage you to get in touch with me through the portal, and to have a personalized discussion, and that you get to know a little bit more about Collège du Leman.
Thank you very much, David. Rapid in English. In Turkish, Collège de Leman, İsviçre'nin yine en köklü ve en büyük aslında kurumlarından biri. Çünkü 60 senelik tecrübesine rağmen 2 yaşından 18 yaşına kadar çok geniş bir spektrumda öğrenci kabul ediyorlar. Okulda İngilizce, Fransızca, Almanca, İtalyanca ve İspanyolca dillerinde eğitim görmek mümkün. 110 değişik milletten, memleketten öğrencinin geldiği aslında rekor bir sayı diyebiliriz buna. Bu diğer okullarda daha düşük olması kötü anlama gelmiyor. Buradaki 110 olması da çok iyi bir anlama gelmiyor. Öyle kıyaslamamak lazım. Ama demin David'in sunumunda videoda da gördüğünüz kampüs çok büyük. Gerçekten çok büyük. 400 personelin çalıştığını söylüyor. Ama buna rağmen öğrenci sayısı 2000 civarında toplamda. Ve öğrenciye göre high school'da mesela her 13 öğrenciye bir görevlinin düştüğünü, bir okul çalışanının düştüğünü söyleyebiliriz. Böyle bir rasyoları var. Curriculum'da da IB veriyorlar, IGCSE veriyorlar. Bu Cambridge programını biliyorsunuzdur. International Baccalaureate veriyorlar. AP veriyorlar. Swiss Maturite dediğimiz Alman bölümünde matura, Fransız bölümünde maturite olan diplomaları var ve French Baccalaureate veriyorlar. Dolayısıyla hani ana dili veya burada ortaokulda Fransızca, Almanca okuyan, İtalyanca okuyan bir öğrencinin veya İspanyolca okuyan bir öğrencinin İngilizce haricinde kolaylıkla devam edebilecekleri eğitim programlarının sunulduğu, çok geniş bir spektrumda sunulduğu bir okul. David Mulorne'den de randevu almak istiyorsanız şimdi teknik ekibimiz size bir link atacak. Collège de Leman hakkında önümüzdeki hafta 26-30 Ekim tarihleri arasında daha detaylı bir bilgi almak için birebir kendisiyle görüşebilme imkanınız olacak. Şimdi bir sonraki okula geçiyoruz. Bir sonraki okul Hochalpines Institut'tan. Our next school Dan and Barnabas Vince'den sunumunu dinliyoruz. Barnabas, the word is with you. Thank you.
So I try
7
to do
minutes.
my mumbo jumbo now. Technology. I hope you can see the screen. So, hello everyone, my name is Barney. I'm a born Hungarian living in Switzerland since 2007 and working in the Swiss Alps since 2017. Our school is, I think, from this selection of Swiss schools, the oldest with over 225 years of educational excellence. But before jumping to the school, what I would like to really say that to all participants that you already made one of the best choice in life, choosing a Swiss educational institute. Swiss education is nothing to hide, is probably one of the best in the world. So I'm very happy that you are here and looking at a lot of awesome Swiss schools. This is the Hochalpines Institut Ftan, and that you don't need to do this German Zungenbrecher, as we say. It's HIF, Swiss International School. We are at 1,700 meters high in the Alps in Engadin, about an hour drive from St. Moritz. This is how the school looks in the summer. This is how the school looks in the winter, and it's almost like this, but we only have snow now up in the mountains. At the school, not yet. This is our location. We are the far east part of Switzerland, very, very close and in the heart of Europe. 20 minutes to Austria, 20 minutes to Italy. So this is exactly what Switzerland has to offer. This is our location. We saw a lot of city schools so far from Lausanne and Geneva. Smaller, I don't think you can get. Ftan has 500 inhabitants that's staying year-round in town, and the school is even about 5 minutes walk from the village, a little bit higher in the mountain. And then as you look at this building just here in the front of the picture, that's where I'm sitting right now and talking to you. So let me tell you a little bit about our school. Our common goal is nurture curiosity and the love of learning. The HIF Swiss International School has only 80 students, both regional and international. So this is where truly global meets the local. We have we are also a Swiss local gymnasium offering the Swiss Matura program, and also an international school offering IGCSE and IB. Our teacher bodies are also exactly in these circumstances get together. We have local teachers from the village, from the valley. They are all 3-4 language speakers as usually here in the region. And we have truly international teachers that taught in many different international schools all over the world. As I said, we have 2 pillars. You can choose between international education and Swiss education. our strong expertise is, of course, the Swiss education. That's where we're coming from in the last 200 years. And we have a very special program for international students. They start our bilingual lower secondary school, and with the help, they can join the bilingual Matura program. And with that, having the Swiss Matura, they have direct access to Swiss universities, as Ayhan earlier explained. It's a very interesting educational program, and it's, as said, it's one of our expertise. The other one is the international education. We are, of course, an IB World School as well, and offering IGCSE and the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program. With that, you can choose worldwide in all universities. Of course, with the Swiss Matura, you can also go to other countries as well. We have a language integration program. It's either English or German. The main goal is to bring up the right language skills of a student. So if you come from Turkey and you would like to study in the Swiss Matura program, for example, then we strongly recommend to start with a German language integration year, and that will help you to reach your goals and get to the Swiss Matura program. We have also very good results from our students, and in terms of which university they're going to. Of course, ETH Zurich, which is the pendant of the EPFL from Lausanne. It's one of the best technical universities of the world. And we have many other universities, but mainly our students choose Swiss universities. They go to ETH, they go to University of St. Gallen, but also go further up to the US as well. In the school, you can also choose different activities, not only the school. So we offer a vocal group, we offer natural sciences and practical experiments. Nature and sustainability is one of the pillars in the school. Based on where we are, it's no wonder. We have a robotics class, psychology class, and we offer team sports. And this is all that you can choose from as you come to the school. We have a very small boarding house, so this is truly familiar atmosphere. We have 30 boarders right now with 2 boarding parents always on campus. They have a choice between single and double rooms. And you saw in the picture, we are in a very secure location, end of a private road. Even if someone wants to get into trouble, cannot get into trouble. We do not have clubs, we don't have pubs, we don't have anything nearby that someone can get lost, only in the forest. So it's really a true outdoor location. But despite being in the middle of the nowhere, we of course have all the amenities that is necessary. So the closest clinic is just 10 minutes from the school. So it's a very safe and secure location. We have state-of-the-art facilities, of course. And as we are a sports academy, not only a school in this regard, we have a lot of sport-related unique features, but that is pretty much focused on winter sports. We are one of the oldest sports schools in Switzerland. It started more than 25 years ago. This is the home of snowboarding in Switzerland as well, for alpine snowboarding. The Scuol Motanalun's ski resort is just above the school. All our students have the choice on Wednesday afternoon to go on the slopes, and of course all the weekends, and they can ski back to the boarding house directly. We have a very strong heritage with our sports academy, trained Olympic champions like Nevin Galmarini in alpine snowboarding, or Dario Corogna, 4-time Olympic champions in cross-country skiing. So
can we just wrap up, please?
Yep.
Arne, thank you.
The one last thing that I wanted to mention, that we have the summer adventure camp also, that's pretty much building on the nature and sustainability and sport heritage of the school. So you can check it out in our website. It's easy to remember, hif.ch. So just some more images, and I hand the word and is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the presentation, Barney. Türkçe olarak bir 2 dakika tekrar şey yapacağım. Can you stop sharing screen now, Barney?
Yep.
Thank you very much. Hoch Alpines Institute'tan uzunca bir isim var ama kısaca HIF diye tabir ediyoruz. İsviçre'nin en doğusunda Avusturya sınırına yakın bir bölgede, dağlık bir alanda, gerçekten izole bir bölgede ama aynı zamanda da tabiatın, İsviçre'nin Milli Parkı'nın tam ortasında muhteşem manzaraya sahip bir bölüm. 225 senelik tarihi var bu okulun. Çok eskiden olarak İsviçrelilerin gittiği ve orada matura okudukları bir okul. Ama geçen sene itibariyle de başvurdukları International Baccalaureate bu sene kabul edildi ve önümüzdeki yıldan itibaren de Baccalaureate için IB programlarını başlatıyorlar. Çok köklü bir okul dediğim gibi ve aynı zamanda kapasite olarak 80 ila 100 öğrencinin şu anda 80 öğrencileri var. Dolayısıyla gerçekten bir aile tipi bir, hani Kolejde Leman'la kıyasladığın zaman boy olarak birazcık daha epey küçük. Ama bu da daha farklı avantajlarını da bir yanında getirebiliyor. Spor akademisi niteliğinde de bir hizmet veriyor. Diğer okullarda da spor akademisi şeklinde spor hizmetleri sunuluyor. Ama FTAN'da, HIF'te dağın hemen eteğinde olması itibariyle özellikle kayak mevsiminde çok ciddi kayak hocalarının eğitiminden geçebiliyor öğrencilerimiz. Burada spordaki başarının aynı zamanda eğitime de yansıması açısından o entegrasyonun yapılması çok önem verilmiş. Okul çok gerçekten kalifiye ve iyi bir yönetici kadrosu, iyi bir eğitmen kadrosundan oluşuyor. Gerek spor olsun, gerek eğitim olsun. Dolayısıyla Barney'den de, ben Barney diyorum, Barnabas esas uzun adı, ondan da randevu alarak HIF'ten, o Alpines Institute'dan birebir görüşme yapmak isteyenleriniz için teknik ekibimiz şimdi bir link atacaklar. Lütfen kendisinden birebir randevu alın. 26-30 Ekim tarihleri arasında. Linke tıkladığınız zaman kendisinin müsait olduğu tarih ve saatleri zaten göreceksiniz. Çok daha detaylı bilgi almanızı öneriyoruz. Şimdi Institut Montana Zuckerberg. The next is Vidvelia Tricoli, Institut Montana Zuckerberg'in sunumunu yapacak. The word is with you, Velia. Thank you.
Merhaba, good evening everyone, and thank you, Ayan, for organizing this and giving us the possibility to bring the diversity of Swiss education to Turkey today. I'll try to be as short as possible and bring everybody to the Zuckerberg Mountain with a very short virtual tour, and then I'll get into the presentation for the academics details. So just one moment. Do you see my screen? You don't see my screen?
I have not seen it yet.
Okay, so it's not sharing.
Now it's come now.
Oh, okay. Very
Come and
sorry.
disappeared.
Just a moment. Is it okay now?
I think we should wait. Don't touch anything. I think it takes a few seconds to. Yeah. Now we see.
All right. Okay, so my name is Velia Tricoli and I'm a member of the senior leadership team of Institut Montana. Institut Montana is an Swiss international day and boarding school and has been founded in 1926. I'm also a former student, and so I'm probably have had the experience myself, so I'm very happy to talk about that tonight. We are located in the German part of Switzerland, secluded on the Zuckerberg Mountain at 1,000 meters above the sea level, and still very close to the city of Zug, in about 20 minutes and less than an hour from Zurich airport. So the location we have is one of our strengths. Our campus is easily reachable with a funicular that takes 8 minutes to arrive from the city of Zug. This gives us also the options to provide students with all kinds of support and special sports, for example, or extracurricular activities that we may not offer. We enjoy very much the outdoors, and I'm happy to show you how our campus looks in different seasons. Now it's autumn and it's all colorful. We have our own spring water and fresh mountain air all over the mountain, and we also enjoy the snow, and we have a sledding piste down to town. The buildings are 5 different boarding houses. They were grand hotels. And then they were, that's how they used to look like. Gross's house is our main building. Then they were transformed into school in 1926 on the belief that education could bring students to grow towards tolerance and towards mutual understanding. So the mission of the school was for world peace. This is some of our common rooms, just to show you what the students do between classes to socialize. For us, one of the main important aspects is our dining hall. Our dining hall in 1940s and in 1950s, this is where we all sit like a family style several times during the day together with the teachers. Not possible today, unfortunately. We have about 320 students, half are boarders, half are day students from 42 different nationalities. Now I'm going to show you the accommodation. We have different buildings for girls and for boys. We have double and single rooms. We have lake view and mountain view. That's how a girl's double room looks like. And of course, common rooms. We have a wonderful panoramic view on the Zug Lake. And we divide students per age, per building, because the rules are, of course, different. Our auditorium is where our graduations and all official ceremonies take place. This should give you an idea of the size of our community, which, as I like to say, it's a family size. We know every single student by name, and we care about each individual personally. That's why I think one of our strengths, apart from the location, is also the individual care to get the students to become the best version of themselves. We celebrate diversity and we celebrate internationalism. And if I may, I would like to show you a very short video of our community and then tell you very briefly about our academic programs. This video was taken during our Founders Day, where all students were requested to wear their traditional clothes. So there was a celebration of internationalism.
If we can wrap up in the last minute, Velia.
Okay, just lastly, before getting to the academics, I will show you classroom. We have a maximum of 15 students per class. Averagely is about 10. We have some classes or 3-4 students, so there is no way they can escape the teachers. All classrooms, or most of them, have a very beautiful view on the lake as well. That's a biology lab, for example. Okay, I'm done with the tour, and I will share my presentation very quickly to explain the programs we offer. Do you see my presentation?
Yes.
Okay.
If we can quickly go through because our time is up.
Yes.
Thank you.
There we go. We offer 5 different academic programs. For boarding student, it would start at the age of 10 in our international school with the Cambridge lower secondary program, and with our Swiss Matura, which is also something that many international students follow in order to get to Swiss university in grade 7, or in our bilingual secondary school. We also have a summer program that was hosted this summer despite the coronavirus, and it's very successful. Learn more about the school, and we will have it also in 2021. And here is some of the destinations of our students after graduating with us. So you can see many are all around the world. Some of them do go back to their home country where they might have their own business. So that's why sometimes you have some strange countries there. And this is our a few of our alumni that have graduated. So different ambitions and different success. I will now end it. Otherwise, we will never finish.
Yeah, thank you very much for the nice presentation, Velia. Let me quickly recap in Turkish to our attendees. Enstitü Montana Zuckerberg aslında Zürih'e 1 saat mesafede Zuckerberg dağlarının yamacında 1 metre yükseklikte bir okul. Okul 1926'da kurulmuş ve aslında kuruluş amaçları da help make the world a better place, yani dünyayı daha iyi bir yer haline getirmek amacının, misyonunu gütmüşler. Bugün de o misyonlarından çıkmayacak şekilde çalışmalarını sürdürüyorlar. Sunum yapan Velia Trikolu aynı zamanda okulun öğrencilerinden, yani bir alumni, yani bir mezun ve bugün büyük bir gururla da okulunun temsilciliğini yapıyor. Okulun admission ve pazarlama bölümünde çalışıyor. Bu da olabiliyor tabii. Öğrenci olarak mezun olduktan sonra, üniversiteyi bitirdikten sonra meslek olarak da tekrar kimi öğrenciler okullarına geri dönebiliyorlar. Enstitü Montana Zuckerberg bir orta ölçekte, diğer okullara kıyasladığımız zaman orta ölçekte bir okul. 40-42 değişik milletten öğrencinin geldiği bir okul. Çalışanların öğrencilere olan oranı da 4 öğrenciye bir çalışan düşüyor. Bu da yüksek bir oran. Yani bu okulların hepsinde aslında öğrencilere birebir ilgi sağlanması, hepsinin özel olarak tutor diye tabir ettiğimiz öğrencilerin her zaman gerek akademik anlamda gerek konaklama anlamında danışabilecekleri okul çalışanları her zaman hazır bulunuyorlar. Bütün okullarda olduğu gibi girls, boys, kampuslar, yani yatakhaneler, dormitoriler dediğimiz ayrı tutuluyor. Tabii yaş itibariyle bu böyle olmak durumunda. Dolayısıyla kızların yatakhanesi, erkeklerin yatakhanesi bu okulda da olduğu gibi farklı. Ekstraküriküler aktivite olarak da zaten ZUK aslında İsviçre'nin çok kalbi bir bölgede olduğu için gerek kayak merkezlerine, gerek gölle olan suyla yapılan sporlar, yürüyüş, trekking, inanılmaz bir, bütün okullarda aslında bu var. Ama burada da daha merkezi anlamda olduğu için şehre gidiş geliş olsun, seyahat imkanları olsun, çok şey var. Burada da matura veriliyor, International Baccalaureate veriliyor ve Cambridge IGCSE programları veriliyor. Dolayısıyla 7 yaşından 7. sınıftan itibaren 11-12. Sınıfa kadar öğrencilerin bu okullarda okuma imkanı var. Ama bizim her zaman tavsiye ettiğimiz aslında öğrencinin 7. sınıftan başlaması. 7-8, ondan sonra 9. sınıfta eğer ki matura almak istiyorsa 9. sınıfta bir maturaya girmesi gerekiyor. Bu İsviçre'de matura, Almanya'da abitur dediğimiz liseye geçiş sınavı diyelim. LGS sınavı niteliğinde bir eşdeğer. Dolayısıyla Enstitü Montana Zuckerberg'ten de randevu almak istiyorsanız Velia Tricoli adına şimdi teknik ekibimiz chatten bir link atacaklar. Önümüzdeki hafta 26-30 Ekim tarihleri arasında kendisinden hangi tarih ve saatlerde randevu alabileceğiniz o linkte yazılı olacak. Bütün okul broşürleri, okul fiyatları, eğitim programları hakkında alabileceğiniz her türlü bilgiyi kendisinden direkt olarak önümüzdeki hafta alabilirsiniz. Şimdi bir sonraki okulumuza geçiyoruz. Lyceum Alpinum Zoos. Yes, Christine, I give you the word now. You are the one before the last. So the word is with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayan. A very warm welcome and good evening from Zurich. Let me just share my screen with you. I hope you can see it. Yeah, okay, fantastic. Okay, so the Lyceum Alpinum Zurich is a very vibrant school of 300 students and with a very strong sense of community. And as you can see, we're similar to Ftan, actually located quite close to the famous mountain resort of St. Moritz in the German-speaking part of Switzerland. As you can see, we don't have an urban environment. We have very much a nature environment. What you're seeing here is a picture that was taken in springtime. You can see the school here nestled on the mountains. The location has allowed us to keep the school open throughout this year without a single day of having to close down. It's a very safe location, and thanks to the very rigorous health regulations that we put in place, we've been able to keep the school running for our boarding students, for the ones that wished to stay and not return home. The location also allows us to offer, in addition to a very rigorous academic program, a very broad sports program. As you can see, we have a lot of space around us. We have the Alps, so skiing is definitely a big topic for us. As you can see, we use our facilities not just in summer, but in winter. We simply turn tennis courts into ice rinks and just keep being active to create a good balance for our students. Now, I would actually like to introduce to you one of our 8 Turkish students. She happens to be one of our student ambassadors as well. The video was taken, actually you might think this is in the middle of winter, this was 3 weeks ago when we had a bit of a snow suddenly coming to the valley. I hope that the video will work. You will find that our student, even though she is from Turkey, she will speak in German to you because she asked us to do so specifically. She's so proud of her achievement, but we have added subtitles in Turkish for you.
Also in meinem Heimatland, in der Türkei, war ich sehr schulisch erfolgreich, aber ich und meine Eltern wollten noch ein bisschen mehr. Deswegen haben wir entschieden, dass ich ins Ausland für das Gymnasium gehe. Dann haben wir die Schweiz und dann das Lyzeum gefunden. Und das ist jetzt mein 4. Jahr in dieser Schule. Ich bin in M3 gekommen und jetzt bin ich in M6. Ich lerne Deutsch, ich lerne Englisch, Französisch und dieses Jahr habe ich noch begonnen, Romanisch zu lernen. Und ich habe jetzt viele Freundschaften gekriegt in dieser Schule. Die sind jetzt wie meine zweite Familie. Und ich bin sehr dankbar dafür, dass ich aus verschiedenen Kontinenten sehr viele Leute kenne. Ich bin noch in verschiedenen Clubs, zum Beispiel Theater, Tennis, Volleyball. Und wir organisieren sehr viele schulische Events. Und ich bin jetzt eine Boarding-Schülerin. Ich finde, dass es was mega Wichtiges für mich ist, weil ich in dieser Zeit gelernt habe, wie ich auf meinen eigenen Füßen stehen kann. Und ja, die sind, was ich mit mir zu meiner Zukunft nehme und ich bin sehr dankbar dafür.
So I hope you have been able to hear that or at least read it. So next I just quickly want to introduce the basic facts and numbers of the school to you. Like most of the other schools, we have had many years of experience of educating students. We are a boarding and day school. We have double the amount of boarding students compared to day students. With over 35 nationalities. We keep a very strict nationality quota to ensure a very healthy international mix. We accept students from the age of 12, that means grade 7 generally, and have an average class size of 12 to 15 students, with a very healthy and very common student-teacher ratio for Switzerland of 1 to 4. Now, we have a very clear academic focus at the school. We have one program that is taught in English and we have one program taught in German. Traditionally, our international students, the majority of them choose the English taught program, the IB, whether this is the IB diploma program or the CP, the career-related program. Whereas our day students, which as mainly Swiss students, choose to study the Swiss Matura program, with a few exceptions, like, as you just saw, Yağmur, our wonderful Turkish student. Now, the achievement of our students is reflected in the university destinations. The main destinations are the US, the UK and Switzerland. As you can see, like the other schools, our students go to very good university destinations. Now that already brings me to the end. I hope to see you soon, whether this is during a winter camp, which we run in February, or whether this is during summer camp, which we run between June and August, or whether this is for an individual consultation online or on campus, to answer more of your questions and to tell you more about our enrichment program, our boarding, etc. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the fine presentation, Kristin. Just to recap in Turkish to the attendees. Liseum Alpinum Zooz'da çok köklü okullardan biri. 1,5 asıra yakın bir geçmişi var. Yağmur, ismi Yağmur, demin sunumdaki öğrenciyi de ben tanıyorum gayet yakından. Çok başarılı bir öğrenci. Okulda aynı zamanda öğrencilerin başkanlığını da yapıyor. Double program yapıyor, bilingual dediğimiz, hem Almanca hem İngilizce okuyor. Dolayısıyla giriş konuşmamda da belirttiğim üzere Almanca bilen bir Alman kolejinden, yani bir Alman okulundan gelip orada devam eden öğrencilerin orada matura diploması alıp üniversiteye devam etme şansları çok yüksek oluyor. Bu da çok büyük bir avantaj çünkü devlet üniversitelerinin ücretlendirmesi gerçekten çok düşük. Liseum Alpinum Zooz kampüs ve kompleks itibariyle İsviçre'nin güneydoğu bölümünde yine yer alıyor. St. Moritz kayak merkezinin çok yakınında. Dolayısıyla aslında Zürih'ten 3 saat mesafede olmasına rağmen yine doğa güzellikleri itibariyle gerçekten yazın, kışın, baharı, yani her türlü bahar, ilkbahar, sonbahar inanılmaz bir spor faaliyeti yapılabilecek bir yer. Videoda da gördüğünüz gibi mesela tenis kortu kışın ice rink'e, buz pateni pistine çevrilebiliyor. Okulun içerisinde tiyatro salonu, laboratuvar, işte müzik, konser salonları gibi gerçekten çok farklı faaliyetlerin yürütülebildiği ve her öğrencinin mutlaka iştirak etmesi gereken birçok etkinlik yapılıyor. Okulun toplam öğrenci nüfusu 300 kişi. Bunun 200'ü yabancı öğrenciler ve o yabancı öğrencilere de bir %10'luk kota konuluyor. Yani bir ülkeden %10'dan daha fazla öğrenci kabul etmiyorlar veya bir bölgeden. Ki bu dengeyi tutabilsinler, sağlayabilsinler diye. Onların bir mottosu var. Mens sana corpore sano diye. Yani sağlam kafa sağlam vücutta bulunur diye Atatürk'ün de söylemiş olduğu aslında söz. Orada da öğrenciler için geçerli. Çünkü düzgün spor yapan çocukların hepsinin akademik başarılarının da aynı derecede iyi olduğu zaten gözlemlenmiş bir şey. Bayan Kristin Hölzle'den de direkt olarak randevu almak istediğiniz de lütfen teknik ekibimiz şu anda bir link atacak. Kendisinin önümüzdeki hafta 26-30 Ekim tarihlerinde müsaitlik durumlarını göreceksiniz. Kendisinden randevu almak için bu linki tıklamanız yeterli olacak. Şimdi de son okulumuz, son sunum St.Charles College, Mark Silverstein'dan kendisine sunumunu yapmasını rica ediyoruz. The word is with you, Mark. Thank you.
Bonsoir, I'm Mark Silverstein. I'm the head of international admissions for Collège St.Charles. We're the only boarding school actually in northwest Switzerland. So it's located in Porrentruy, which is a small town of about 7,000 people. It's about 1 hour from the airport of Basel, 2 hours from Paris with the TGV, and about an hour from Germany. So we quite often do school trips in France and Germany, except of course in the time of COVID. So we were founded in 1897, so about 123 years ago. Put this there. And our mission actually is to provide students with a high quality education while developing the attributes of kindness, respect, and responsibility towards others and the environment. We welcome students from all over the world, from primary school to high school. And since we offer a personalized curriculum, we allow each student to learn at their own pace and find their own personal path. With small class size, we have about a class size of about 10, an emphasis on language learning, partnerships with other schools, both in Switzerland and abroad. We have partnerships with boarding schools in China, in Beijing, in France, in the UK, and then also in the German part of Switzerland, with because we have a Catholic connection, since we've been a Catholic school for the last 123 years. Our values are humanism, tradition, and openness. I know that I have very little time, so I'm not going to go over that, but we offer actually two types of curriculum at our school. We offer the Swiss Matura, which is the canton, the maturité cantonale. We offered it in French, which is recognized by the canton, as well as the bilingual Swiss Matura in both English and French. There's only 3 schools in the French part of Switzerland that accepts that Matura. And we also have the IB, so we teach actually the middle years program in 8th, 9th, and 10th grade, MYP 3, 4, and 5, and then we also do the IB diploma for the final 2 years of high school. We accept day students from the age of 8 and boarders from the age of 10. We offer because there's many people from Turkey who come for summer school at our school, but we haven't had any boarders yet. So we'd like to actually welcome some Turkish students to the academic year program as well. So we offer French, math, German, and English, of course, in primary school. It's bilingual actually from the age of 10 at our school, both in French and in English. And there's specific advantages to bilingualism. So we have many students who come from the French lycées, for example, in Sofia, in Bulgaria, in Tokyo, in different parts, or Singapore, so different parts of the world. And they want to continue that bilingualism actually throughout, and then finish with the IB diploma. And in terms of the middle years program, we offer 8 subject groups. And one thing I want to also emphasize is we also offer digital design, actually, as part of our MYP program. And of course, as part of the middle years program of the IB, you also follow a methodology course, you do service as action or a philanthropy course, and a personal project. So we have a person dedicated actually to our MYP and IB students in the library. We offer, of course, as part of the high school program, we have the Matura in French, the bilingual Matura in French and English in the IB. Language learning is taught in immersion, so all the other subjects are taught in foreign languages, and special exercises are designed to help students learn the language through the other subject. I want to show you what universities our students have gone to. So the vast majority of our students go on to Swiss universities. They go to EPFL, which is number 6 in the world currently, and also ETH, which is number 14. And then we have universities that are more specialized for our Swiss students. But our foreign students, many of them have decided to actually stay in Switzerland. And of course, we've had students also be accepted at Stanford, for example. I also want to share what Christine also has shared at Zuoz, is that we've kept our students, our boarders in Switzerland because it was safer. And they wouldn't have to go in quarantine when they go back home. So we've been very careful. We haven't had any positive cases among our staff or students. And we've decided to stay open actually for our borders during all the school breaks. So even during Christmas this year, we'll do the same. We are a selective school. We're only accepting 25 new boarders per year. So actually, we have an entrance exam in math and an entrance exam in English. And these are our own exams. So we produce that and we send those directly to the schools where the students are. And if the schools are closed, then we ask an agent or someone there to supervise them. And then we do an interview online, especially during these times. And then this is our school calendar. But again, with COVID, we've decided to keep the boarders at home so that if the families decide to do so, they can choose to do so. We've partnered with a group called Academic Summer in the UK. They run 3 camps actually in the UK in different boarding schools and also in 3 boarding schools in Canada. And we were the only one they were able to operate this year because in both Canada and the UK, they shut down schools. So all the academic courses of the year are offered during the academic camp. And you can actually go to academiccamp.org/Switzerland and actually enroll online. And then I will also want to show you actually our virtual campus. One of the different features that we have is we're right next to the castle of Porrentruy. So even if there's a class trip and the kids come back, it's right next to the castle and then right next to the river that goes through the town of Porrentruy. All of our classrooms have been renovated. So all of our classrooms are carpeted, connected to the internet with a beamer. So the students can actually make presentations and use social media sources. All of our science labs also have been renovated. So, and of course, the setup on the virtual campus is not actually what is happening today because of COVID. So there's social distancing now, and in every classroom. We offer computer studies, of course. We have very large arts facilities because we have many alumni who are artists themselves. We have a modern sports center as well as an indoor swimming pool. So the boarders, for example, at the end of each day can actually go swimming after they've done with homework. And we also have the local cinema for the town of Porrentruy is actually located within our school. So every Wednesday night, for example, our students actually go watch a movie. So that's the, I'm gonna stop sharing there. And so if you have any questions, you can actually ask in the chat room later on, and I'd be happy to answer them, and I'd be happy to follow up next week as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the fine presentation, Mark. I recap in Turkish little. St.Charles Kolej, lise ve kolej St.Charles olarak geçiyor. 1890'larda kurulmuş olan eski bir Katolik okulu aslında. Daha sonradan bilingual programlara dönerek hem Fransızca hem İngilizce eğitim veriyorlar. Okula kabul yaşı ortaokul öğrencileri için 10. Ondan küçük öğrencileri de alıyorlar ama yerel olarak yani eve akşam dönebilecek olan öğrenciler tabii civardan gelebiliyor. Okulun müfredatı dediğim gibi hem Fransız maturası hem de International Baccalaureate olarak eğitim veriyorlar. Okulun aslında bulunduğu bölüm bu okulun kuzeybatı, İsviçre'nin kuzeybatı bölümünde. Neuchâtel'in birazcık daha yukarısında olan, yine çok güzel bir lokasyona sahip olan bir bölümünde. Demin videolarda da, prezentasyonda da gördüğünüz gibi okulun laboratuvarları, bütün bina eski olmasına rağmen her şeyi tamamen yüksek teknolojiyle tekrar yenilenmiş durumda. Öğrenci rasyosu da yine çalışanların öğrencilere oranı 6'ya 1 oranında. Yine çok gerçekten özel bir öğrencilerin hepsinin hizmet alabildiği çok güzel bir okul. Aynı zamanda St.Charles'ın yurt dışına da tabii ki buradan mezun olan öğrencilerin, öncelikle Fransızca okuyanların işte École Hôtelière Lausanne gibi, ÖPFL, École Polytechnique de Lausanne gibi, yani İsviçre'nin önde gelen üniversitelerine devam etme imkanları olabiliyor. Ama İngilizce IB yapanların da tabii buradan mezun olduktan sonra İngilizce genelde İsviçre'de mezun olunduktan sonra bir ana dili İngilizce olan üniversiteler aslında daha çok İngiltere'ye ve Amerika'ya ve Kanada'ya gidiliyor. Ama burada master olarak devam ettiğiniz zaman master programlarının İngilizce olduğu üniversiteler var. Bunların hepsi St. Gallen'dan tutun Basel Üniversitesi, ETH, bütün bu üniversiteler master programlarında İngilizce yapılabildiği için tekrar bir geri dönüş sağlanabiliyor. Mark dedi ki şu ana kadar bir tane öğrencimiz geldi, çabuk çıktı galiba yanlış anlamadıysam. Türk öğrencileri de kapımız açık, onları da bekliyoruz dedi. Ben de böylece bütün 7 okulun da sunumunu tamamlamış oldum. Şimdi onlara küçük bir görüşme yapacağım. Soru cevap kısmına geçeceğiz. Now I will announce the question and answer session. Just to see, I have in the meantime, while you were doing your presentations, I answered a few questions, but most of the questions were regarding the scholarship. I mean, I know that private schools, private boarding schools do not offer at the entrance a scholarship, but sometimes when students have entered the school and have proven their academic skills after the first year, some of the schools grant them with a certain flat fee in the second year as a financial aid. So I presume that we cannot generalize your answers, but I will suggest all the students for the scholarship issues as well to contact you on one-to-one basis to have a meeting, as they would be interested to ask all the other academical questions as well. And I'm just going through the chat. We have sent all your contact details after you have each finished your presentations. And for those who will be interested to make a one-to-one meeting with you, you will be coordinated with our education consultants tomorrow for a one-to-one meeting next week, hopefully. And in between, there are some questions that have been asked here. Just a second, I'm just going through. The admissions, as Mark also mentioned, and most of the schools have are doing the same. I will make a general announcement that, you know, most of the time we are looking into the level of English, obviously, and level of math. These two are the main criteria for eligibility, let's say. And then you all do an interview online, and then the procedure for application starts. So I will make this translation. Bütün bu sunumlarını yapan okullara başvuru için kabul şartı aslında çok basit. İngilizce veya Fransızca veya Almanca lisanınızın ana lisan düzeyinde olabilecek en yakın düzeyde yeterli olması. Bununla ilgili bir lisan testine de aynı zamanda tabi tutulabiliyorsunuz. Bir de matematik. Bu çok önemli. Bu iki kriteri göz önünde bulunduruyorlar. Bu iki kriterde eğer ki okulun şartlarına uygunluk sağlıyorsanız ondan sonra bir interview yapılıyor sizinle. Bu internet üzerinden. Şu anda tabii seyahat imkanları çok olmadığı için sizde bir İngilizce interview yapıyorlar. Ondan sonra da işin application kısmında, yani başvuru kısmında prosesler başlıyor. O prosesler kısmında da zaten bizler size yardımcı oluyoruz. Gerek konsolosluk kanalıyla olsun, vize işlemleri. Genelde başvuru yaptığınız okulun bağlı bulunduğu kanton, okul kantona, kanton da buradaki İsviçre'nin İstanbul Başkonsolosluğu'na veya Ankara Büyükelçiliğine yazı gönderiyor. Kabul öyle başlıyor. Ondan sonra öğrencinin başlayacağı tarihe yakın bir tarihte İsviçre'ye öğrenci için bir öğrenci giriş vizesi gönderiliyor. Öğrenci okula yerleştikten sonra da okul öğrenciyle beraber kanton polisine giderek o seneye ait, o okuma senesine ait B permisini alıyor. Sistem aslında çok kolay. Ama başlangıçta öğrencilerin kabulü için lisan yeterliliği çok önemli. Lisan yeterliliği olmayan öğrenciler için de aslında summer camp programları, yani İngilizcelerini geliştirebilecekleri programlara katılmaları çok önemli. Orada İngilizce seviyelerini veya diğer yabancı lisan seviyelerini de yükseltebiliyorlar. Bu da başlamak için yeterli bir onlara alan sağlıyor. Şimdi İngilizce olarak panelistlere ne söylediğimi aktaracağım. I have just informed about the application process regarding the math and English eligibility. And I also advised about how the application process goes, that the school applies to canton, and the canton sends a letter to the consulate or the embassy in Turkey. And this is how the whole process starts. So I'm just going through. Okay. Okay. The main one of the main questions here, I'm just going through that. What kind of scholarships can we talk about? They say. Can we go just quickly one round of questions, to starting with Sarah maybe.
Okay, so here at Brillantmont we offer a scholarship for the value of up to 20%. We offer 2 scholarships in 8th grade and 2 scholarships in 9th grade. Above 9th grade we don't offer scholarships, so we just have 2 available, and it's following the usual admissions criteria plus a special folder demonstrating a particular talent, a particular passion that the student will be able to share and be able to develop and contribute when they're in the school.
Thank you, Sarah. Brillantmont okulu için özellikle 8 ve 9. sınıflarda sadece 2 öğrenciye bu hak tanınabiliyor. Hak olarak da %20, yani okul ücretinin üzerinden %20 bir indirim sağlanıyor. Bu da ciddi bir rakam yapıyor. Ama bir sefere mahsus yapılıyor. Yani 8. sınıftan başlayıp 10, 11, 12 diye gitmiyor. 8 ve 9. sınıflarda yapılan bir uygulama ve senede sadece 2 öğrenciye ve bu öğrencilerin de özel talentlara, yani özel bir takım becerilere sahip olmaları gerektiği, yani belli alanlarda kendilerini akademik anlamda kanıtlamış olmaları gerekiyor bu şekilde. Champittet?
At Champittet, we do not offer any scholarships. However, our tuition fees are 70 to 90,000 francs, depending on the year group, and this is relatively smaller amount in comparison with some other boarding schools in Switzerland.
Thank you. Asija Batsın'da dediği gibi onların okulunda 70 ila 90 bin frank arasında okul ücreti yıllık olarak değişebiliyor. Bu da bazı diğer okullara göre daha uygun bir rakam olduğunu söylüyorlar. Collège de Leman, David?
Actually, our scholarship programs are for secondary enrolled students, so the students needs to be here at least a year to be.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
To be allowed to actually participate on that merit scholarship program. For new students, what we can eventually extend is financial support. However, there's a limitation, so we're talking about maybe 15% of the total boarding fees. So that's a separate process that is not made during the admission process. So student needs to be accepted first, and then it's a separated process with separated people with different people that will actually ask families with different supporting documents to actually support their claim for financial support.
Evet. Thank you David. Genel olarak zaten bütün okulların vereceği cevap 3 aşağı 5 yukarı benzer olacak. Çünkü okulların özel okullar olduğu için scholarship üzerine özellikle akademik anlamda başarılı, yani okula gelen öğrencinin, David mesela Collège Leman için böyle söyledi, kendini akademik olarak kanıtladıktan sonra belli bir %15 civarında, bu da belli bir rakamdaki sayıdaki öğrencilere, yani senede bazen 15 olabiliyor bu dedi. Onların hacmi büyük çünkü öğrenci sayıları çok olduğu için. Dolayısıyla benim de demin anlattığım gibi lise öğretiminde yapılacak olan aslında bu yatırım üniversitede, eğer ki öğrenimize İsviçre'de üniversitede devam ediyorsanız, aslında devlet üniversitelerinin yıllık ücreti sadece 700 frank. Dolayısıyla üniversiteyi neredeyse ücretsiz okuyor gibisiniz. Ben genelde öğrencilere bunu mutlaka öneriyorum. Yani İsviçre'ye bir şekilde gidip lisede okuduktan sonra üniversiteye geçebilmek. Dolayısıyla liseye vermiş olduğunuz paranın aslında karşılığını, mükafatını üniversitede alıyorsunuz. Ve İsviçre üniversitelerinden mezun olduktan sonra da zaten çok düzgün yerlerde, çok iyi firmalarda iş bulabilme imkanı var. Zamanımız doldu. Zamanımızı 5 dakika geçirdik bile. Burada bakıyorum ben. En son sunumu yapan Mark Silverstein için de bir link attı arkadaşlarımız. O linkten de kendisiyle St.Charles College ile ilgili randevu almak istediğinizde lütfen o linki tıklayın. Önümüzdeki hafta 26-30 Ekim tarihleri arasında chat programından zaten hep bütün okulların linklerini göreceksiniz. Randevu almak isteyenler lütfen bu linklere tıklayarak kendilerinden birebir randevu alabilirler. Bizim eğitim danışmanlarımız da sizlere bu aşamada koordinasyonu sağlayacaklar. I thank you all for attending as panelists to make your presentations today in our first Swiss Education, Swiss Boarding Schools e-fair. We hope to continue our fruitful presentations and attract more local students as candidates who would be interested in studying in Switzerland and maybe further on in the further studies. Are there anything you want to add as your last words for today? Okay, so I don't hear any.
It was me. I wanted to say that we would have loved, I think everybody agrees, to be in Turkey presenting our schools, but we're happy that we can do it this way. And we really hope that in the near future, they can come to Switzerland or we can go to Turkey again. We're really missing traveling the world, and yeah.
Yeah, I know this was the good days, but hopefully we will recuperate that with making visual tours of the schools. Today everything is possible, 360 touring of the schools. But what's important is that people who would get one-to-one appointments with you would obtain much more information in detail, and then we can further proceed to assist them in their education. So thank you very much all for attending, and I wish you a very nice weekend, pleasant weekend, and we look forward to a fruitful week next week. Let's hope that we have our attendees who would be interested in getting a one-to-one appointment with you. Best regards to all. Have a nice evening, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Herkese teşekkürler katılanlara. Dediğimiz gibi randevu yapmayı lütfen unutmayın. Bir sonraki tekrar fuarımızda zaten sizlere yine bilgilendireceğiz. Çok teşekkürler katıldığınız için.
you.